Batavia tennis team a successful start to the season. Coach Tom Redband. Coach, you've switched divisions this year in Monroe County, a unique situation in tennis. Typically, the divisions are pretty much set in stone, maybe a little bit of change a few years at a time, but it seems like year to year things change in Monroe County. How has that maybe fit your team a little bit better this season?
Yeah, in tennis, what they do is they base the Monroe County divisions on projected strength. So it's not necessarily bed size, which determines tennis. A little bit more unique than other sports. Some of the smaller schools are really good. Some of the bigger schools, not as good. So yeah, we try to do that in tennis. So we're in Division 3 this year. We have a lot of crossovers versus Division 4. We have some Division 1s coming up, so it should be some good competition. And really what you want in tennis, again, win or lose, is to kind of have some competitive matches. Get you ready for sectionals and to make it enjoyable. So it's been a good year so far, some good competitive matches, and I think that that move to Division 3 has really suited a lot of the players. And with Talyn and Finn and some of their success at the top, they're getting challenged, which is good. That will also prepare them for the postseason.
Elevate your game. Specialties, custom apparel, and promotional products take the time to get to know you. They'll listen and guide you based upon your needs, budgets, due dates, and more. Their team of designers will create custom artwork just for you or your business for any occasion. See something that you like online or in catalog? Just show them and they'll bring your creation to life. In-house screen printing, embroidery, and they are a local business in Geneseo, New York that's been providing quality custom apparel and promotional products since 1990. Give Specialties a call or visit them online for all your promotional needs.
Talyn, how have you felt the division change impact your guys' performance on the court? Some new opponents this year, perhaps some new non-league opponents from what I gather. But in terms of the division, how has that changed things and maybe, like I alluded to with Coach, maybe fit your team a little bit better this year?
I think so far this year, I've definitely evolved as a player. I think I've became so much better. And I think it's been great facing these certain people because the games are so much closer and like way closer scoring. So I think it's been giving me tough matches, which is great. And it's been making me just have a great time.
Now, Finn, with this change in division, like Talyn alluded to there, it's led to a little bit more competition on a nightly basis. I think looking back in past seasons, you'd compete well often, but there would also be those times where you'd be matched up perhaps with a team a little bit out of the realm. But this year it seems to be a little bit more balanced. How much more enjoyable has that made it for you, going out there night in and night out at your matches, knowing that you guys are going to be able to compete? And with your guys' progression this year, you've really stacked up well against these teams in your division.
Yeah, I think the change has brought a lot of success as well as development to our team. 2 years ago, it seemed like we were beating teams easily. Then last year, we were losing easily. So now we're at a point where, like, being able to compete will help us become better as a team. And I feel like just every match is more competitive. It's not just, like, an easy win or an easy loss. I have to fight for it. And I think that really helps me improve as a player.
I think that's a good point. Can you take us further into that mindset that you have as an athlete, knowing that you're going to have to bring your best every night, and kind of the iron sharpens iron mentality that an athlete needs to have to compete at the highest level? Coach mentioned sectionals coming up in a short time with the spring season being as short as it is. So how have these close matches really honed your focus throughout the course of this season?
I think mental preparation is a big thing in tennis. So, like, going throughout the day and knowing I have a big match later and I have to stay focused is a big thing. Another thing is, like, during the match, you need to learn, like, that losing happens, but you need to bounce back. So if you're down in a match, you have to compete. It can't just be easy for the other guy. And I think that's going to be really big in sectionals as we play some hard opponents, and there's going to be some tight matches.
Talyn, Finn mentioned the mental side. How about the physical side? What's the most difficult aspect of tennis when it comes to the physical side? A lot of change in direction. You got to be a fantastic cardiovascular athlete, I'm sure. The minimal tennis that I play, I'm usually tired out by 0.3. So when it comes to the physical aspect, in your opinion, what's the most difficult or challenging aspect that you've had to overcome or improve in terms of your game?
Yeah, definitely cardio. Cardio is a big thing in tennis. I think over the years and playing varsity tennis, I've definitely gotten better with my cardio, which is a big thing because you can outlast your opponent, which will completely change the game. If you're down to a better opponent, but they just lose their breath and they can't play, you'll just bounce back and be able to beat them. I also think, yeah, it's a lot of lateral movement, which is really good for athleticism, and it really makes me a much better person.
Elevate your game. Specialties, custom apparel, and promotional products take the time to get to know you. They'll listen and guide you based upon your needs, budgets, due dates, and more. Their team of designers will create custom artwork just for you or your business for any occasion. See something that you like online or in catalog? Just show them and they'll bring your creation to life. In-house screen printing, embroidery, and they are a local business in Geneseo, New York that's been providing quality custom apparel and promotional products since 1990. Give Specialties a call or visit them online for all your promotional needs.
Coach, why don't you talk to us about the makeup of your team? Where do the strengths lie? Is it an experienced bunch? Is it more of a youthful group? How long has this team been together? And what is really the rallying point of this team that's led to so much success that you guys have experienced early on here in 2025?
We've won a lot of the close matches. Right now in Monroe County, it's 3 singles and 4 doubles. So you actually play 11 people. We've won a lot at the top, and then kind of sporadically at second, third, and fourth doubles. So we're definitely so far been pretty reliant on our singles and then kind of the first, second doubles. We have 4 new players. We graduated 7 last year. So we've had some turnover, which is pretty good that we've been able to bounce back a little bit. Talyn and Finn kind of anchoring top of the lineup in tennis is huge. If you're always winning at third and fourth doubles, that's good. But when you can have an anchor at first and second singles, and that way the rest of your guys are playing in an appropriate position. I'm sure every tennis coach can relate where they have a good player that's maybe playing first singles, and they say, yeah, they should probably be playing third singles. They should probably be playing first doubles, and they'd be winning. They'd be feeling good. So we're fortunate to have Finn and Talyn kind of anchor that top so everybody else can play in an appropriate spot and feel good about it and have some success. It's huge for tennis.
When it comes to Talyn and Finn, what have they done to take their level of play to that level where they're able to compete at the first and second singles level, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, they've both put some time in the off season with working on their strokes and getting the proper strokes. I mean, you can grind out tennis with, flawed strokes, being athletic and competitive. But they've really tried to hone their strokes so they can hang with people that maybe specialize in tennis, which a lot of tennis players do. These guys don't. So they've been able to do that. Talyn's really improved his athleticism a lot. He has a lot of power now on his shots. His serve is a weapon. And then Finn is just a fierce competitor. I mean, the kid does not like to lose. I would not want to play him. And he knows how to compete, and he's put the time in, and he's combining his skill now with his athleticism and will to win. And you can see it showing on the court.
Talyn, I'm sure you and Finn spend plenty of time playing against one another. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would imagine that's the case. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's the case.
Now, what I talked about iron sharpens iron before. When it comes to within the team, how do you go about that dynamic with Finn on the practice court when it comes to maybe some off-season work? You're competing against each other, but you're also trying to help one another. So what is that dynamic like for you?
It's actually great. We're at the top, so I'd say we're pretty close, and matches can go one way or another. Every day they'll be close. Sometimes it favors one or the other, and I think it's great because it really improves your mental battle whenever you're on the court, and it's really good for me, facing Finn, because he's very, very athletic, and he can consistently get it back to me, which I have over the years now gotten better at just continuing a rally, so it's been great.
Elevate your game. Special Tees custom apparel and promotional products take the time to get to know you. They'll listen and guide you based upon your needs, budgets, due dates, and more. Their team of designers will create custom artwork just for you or your business for any occasion. See something that you like online or in catalog? Just show them and they'll bring your creation to life. In-house screen printing, embroidery, and they are a local business in Geneseo, New York that's been providing quality custom apparel and promotional products since 1990. Give Special Tees a call or visit them online for all your promotional needs.
And Finn, same question to you. As Coach mentioned, a lot of times on teams there's a disparity in talent level, but when you have two players that can go up against each other in practice and go back and forth like that, I'm sure it's a big advantage. Is that the way that you see it? And maybe if you could branch off and give us some specific examples that you've experienced where things that you practice against talent and in practice show up in matches.
Definitely. Having somebody on Talyn, or having somebody like Talyn on our team is really helpful to me. He's a great competitor, and just having somebody to play that I know it's going to be a tight game every day definitely helps. Like, if he's up on me, I have to learn how to battle back, and I think I've used that a lot in my matches, because I've been down before, but as long as I get back, I think it's good. And being able to play Talyn and have that type of stuff happens improves my game as a player.
All right, last question coming around. Talyn, what has Coach meant to this program? He's got a lot of experience when it comes to tennis, a good player in his own right. What is his spread of knowledge meant to you guys in the program overall?
It's actually great. He's very deterministic on making sure the team's all together. Nobody can be mean to one another. We're all in it together. And he's great at teaching tennis, and he makes everyone a better player all the time.
Finn, same question to you.
I think having Redband as a coach is super helpful. He's a great person as well as super intelligent in tennis. I think he was a great player in high school, and just having some of that knowledge that he gives to us makes us better players.
Coach, what does it mean to you to have such a responsive group that seems to, like I said, respond to your leadership? And double-edged question, how far can this group go?
Well, boys, thanks for saying that, by the way. First of all, that was really nice. What you want is that I try to tell them, we don't have to be, this is an optional activity. So let's make it enjoyable. When we're out here, let's try to do our best. Let's get better. It's a lifelong sport. So we try to have perspective with that and just kind of appreciate being there. I think we have a pretty good chance this year to make a run. When you go down to sectionals, you have 3 singles and 2 doubles. Instead of three singles and 4 doubles. I like to think that plays into our strength. We still have to go out there and compete, see what we can do, but I like to think that we'll be in the hunt, and I think that's all you can ask for. I know Talyn and Finn are looking to compete well in individual sectionals in Class B1, and that's a big goal of theirs as well. So I like to think we'd be in the hunt, and we're going to work to make sure we are.
All right, the Batavia tennis team on the road to bigger and better things. Thanks for joining me, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you.